Hello, people.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine!
Sometimes it's all about preconceptions. Tell me, what sort of deck am I running here? It's okay, you'll have time to find an answer. I mulligan and get Shadow Bolt alongside another Flame Imp. Warlocks are highly skilled in the art of hurting themselves for fun and profit. Getting the coin gives me a pretty unique opportunity, which is further compounded by a top deck of Demon Fire. After some brief consideration of possible counters, I boldly use up the coin and summon 2 Flame Imps to my side. I'm already 6 points of health behind, but very much ahead in terms of board control. 2 Holy Smites could take the imps out immediately, but that's literally the only scenario I can think of that could nullify my advantage now. He does not have them. He places a Lightwell on the field, an amazing healing minion that is meant to either distract me or punish me later for ignoring it. I choose the middle route. I cast Demon Fire to buff one of my imps so that it can destroy the Lightwell. The other imp simply attacks Anduin, dealing out 10 of his health as damage. 8 points of damage are on the field, creature removal cards are in my hand, waiting. He heals himself and ends the turn, which pleases me since he has neither destroyed my minions nor summoned them all of his own. I simply tap, get a Felguard, and attack with both of my imps. 4 points of mana give him some options, and although my imps are occupying the battlefield, the match is hardly over. My health is almost the same as his, since that's what I use up to draw more cards. The Chillwind Yeti, one of the loveliest cards in the game due to it not having any special abilities, yet making up for that in spades when it comes to basic stats. Unfortunately for him, I have exactly what it takes to get rid of this creature without bothering my imps. I follow the Shadow Bolt with Mortal Coil and get yet another card, that card being the second Mortal Coil. Things are getting grim for my priest adversary. He's probably not drawing into the cards he'd want to have. It's not like I have a permanent stranglehold over the board, these are just 2 imps with a single buff between them. What? Oh my! He wants to draw a card and is desperate enough to buff one of my creatures in order to do it!
Well played.
The Shadow Word Death removes the stronger imp, making the priest's Northshire Clerica little bit safer. Then again, she's probably bait more than anything else. Unfortunately, even that's a purpose she shall fail to serve. Drain Life deals 2 damage. Mortal Coil deals the remaining point, allowing me to draw a card. It's my Blood Imp, a living health buff that dwells on the board, stealthed for all eternity, since there are very few reasons good enough to make him leave the safety of the shadows. Holy Nova! That's one way of getting rid of him. Fortunately, my Flame Imp is still alive and he's about to have some new company.
I will enjoy watching you die.
The Felguard destroys one of my crystals, an insignificant cost considering that my deck is filled to the brim with expensive creatures. I have more problems with drawing cards than with affording them. With the Voidwalker, that's 2 creatures with Taunt I have on the board. Another Holy Nova hits, killing my Flame Imp.
Your soul shall
This makes me happy. It makes me happy because I'm about to flood the board with inexpensive creatures. The only reasonable way of defending oneself against such an onslaught when you're playing a priest is with Holy Novas. He has just spent both of his, so I know that is no longer a possible threat. Here come the Murlocs, the Tide Hunter with his Scout, then the Oracle with her attack buff.
pathetic to fight your own battles.
Overall, my opponent is down to 9 points of health with very little hope at getting back. Look at this board, a single Holy Nova would wipe out everything except for the Felguard. Granted, the Cold Light Seal will soon change that, but he's not on the board yet. My opponent copies one of my cards, probably hoping I have Hellfire, since that's the only spell that could conceivably save him at this point. I put no Hellfires into this deck, for obvious reasons. He can't be sure, but he should suspect that.
Well played.
What happens now is nothing short of amazing. First, he heals my Felguard back up, then doubles his health up to 10, then doubles it again up to 20, finally adjusting the attack to match health. I now control a 2020 Felguard. Let's name him Hindsight. I close this out by finally summoning the Godlight Seer my Murlocs have been waiting so long for. Then I hit the Priest with Hellfire, adding some minor Murloc hits here and there, until he's down to a single point of health. Finally, I strike with the Felguard he buffed so generously. By the way, this was a Murloc deck in my eyes. I thought of it as much, yet the Murlocs were hardly what brought me this victory. They could have been almost anything else and I still would have won. Is this really a Murloc deck? Or is that just a preconception of mine? Goodbye, guys.